So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And Torres! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Haaland! Oh, that's a key interception. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, you can't really overlook the importance of Bruno Fernandes in this side. A lot of players of his ilk may be seen rightly or wrongly as luxury players, and he's anything but. A work ethic I've always admired, and he's still hard at it as ever.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Torres! That's going to go a long way. And smartly reclaimed. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Rodri. Tottenham looking to pass their way through. Bruno Fernandes. Played back in.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, well played, well played. Manchester United yet to have an attempt on goal. That is a great pick out. And it's Parla. Oh, that was vital. Oh, easy pickings there. That'll be a throw-in. Out again for a throw-in. James could try cutting inside here. James got a long way forward to join the attack. And he was alert to it. Torres! Not much subtlety about that challenge. It's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. And here's Bergkamp. Bergkamp. And he's been shifted off it. And the first half is done. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So your views on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now there's a Torres! And that's caused a worry or two.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
He rises! Oh, taken with style! And finally, he has breathed life into the game! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Tottenham have penetrated for the first time.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. The message is clear, none shall pass. A noticeable change in the approach to tries from distance. And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Bergkamp. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Manchester United are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
That's a sharp pass. No, that's been intercepted. Bergkamp. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, it's played into the area. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Into the last quarter of an hour. Bergkamp. Out towards the flank. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Number 14, Bernardo Silva. Number 9, Fernando Torres. Coming on the
Šeško.
field, number 11,
De Bruyne.
El Hadj Diouf.
Well,
Number
there's your
14,
danger man, a title that is entirely justified. He's picked his way through. Aimed in towards the centre. That's a decent clearance. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Pickford. Now it's Bergkamp. Bergkamp is flagged offside.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Parla. Back into the middle. Picked out brilliantly, and he's lost his man here. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught napping. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Probably be looking to play it square from here. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. And that is the last effort of the game. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
Please turn your attention to the screen for
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim? Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Bruno Fernandes is one of the truly outstanding midfielders. He's someone I see as being Arguably the best of the crop in the current generation of box-to-box playmakers. I really like his direct style, both.
Decent chance!
Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
He's picked his way through, and the shot's on here. Szoboszlai. Oh, there's a probing ball. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He was under real pressure there. Bergkamp. Quality ball. And he cuts out the supply. He's had it taken off him. Joelinton, brilliantly cut out. And he's been shifted off it. Manchester United yet to have an attempt on goal. Rodri, he's shifted it to the flank. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bergkamp. And it's Bergkamp. Oh, good read. Oh, it's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Havertz. He's had a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
They've played it short. Half an hour played now. Manchester United are looking to go forward now.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Havertz. Caicedo gets a good foot in there. He's in a great position here. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Berbatov. Van der Ven. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Opportunity for Arsenal to break.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Bruno Fernandes. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Reflections on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. That gets things going for the second half.
Manchester United really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Now that looks a decent ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? We've got a throw in. And they're back on the ball again. And it's Szoboszlai. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Oh, it's played into the... Oh, what a climb! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 2, Lewis Hall.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Coming on the field, number 11, Robertson. Number 41, Rice.
Just eases him off the ball. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark.
He's having a shot! Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Manchester United faced with a real prospect of letting this slip. So this the chance to fire his team in front. Brilliant save from Donnarumma!
Oh, what a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be psychologically pivotal.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Great vision.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And he's let fly! Nicely weighted ball. And this is Berbatov. Rodri cuts it out. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Shot could be... Berbatov! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
That looks a good cross. That's going to go a long way. Joelinton, and that is expertly dealt with. An instinctive delivery. And that has been knocked clear. And he goes cross-field.
Good switch, that.
Deep cross.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Rice. Havertz is onto it in a flash. This looks promising. Oh, this is a great position.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Bruno Fernandes. Into stoppage time, and it is still 0-0. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Now that's a fine challenge. 90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection of what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained buoyant, and we just need the scoreline to step into line.
Any cars parked on the road outside
So
the
a brief
stadium.
breather, and then extra time.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 29, Kai Havertz. Number 16, Rodri.
90 minutes gone, and nothing between them still.
Coming on the field, number 17,
Oh, good-looking ball.
Eze.
Haaland.
Number 6,
Bergkamp.
Onana.
Ball looks a good one.
Number
He's come in hard.
17. Substitutions taking place.
Real chance! It's in! And it's Trippier. Showing great feet there. Bergkamp is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. He's shifting through the gears here. And Solanke! In he goes again. Oh, there's a man in the way. That's a sharp pass. And that's it for the first half of extra time. And so penalties loom ever closer. Is there anyone who can seize the day in the next 15 minutes? Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? So, for the last time, who dares to win? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Donnarumma claims comfortably.
Manchester United truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
And a chance!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Played in. A header! Oh, what about that? Save the best for last! Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
Yeah,
And that's that. Manchester United have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. Your final thoughts, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. We're certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons, and his players did a sterling job carrying out the instructions. Thoroughly enjoyable.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And he's intervened well there. Played out wide. And here's Doué. Great chance! Oh, it rattles the bar. Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Mateus. It's a searching pass. And the volley. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
They've played it short. And here's Doué. Oh, sweet feet. And it's Doué. Can he finish? It's hit the upright. It's a pretty loose pass. Plays a sharp little ball here. That's very neat. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Batistuta. Now that's well seen too. That's good running with the ball. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Neymar. Now this could be a chance. He's found a way. Oh, shooting chance! It's loose, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, that wasn't far away.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Donadoni. Oh, good. Tries a shot! Goal! Milan! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, it's rare that one is...
Oh, terrible pass. Has a look and place it forward. Great run on the overlap here. Tries the chance! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Neymar. And this is Batistuta! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Can he spark a counter here? And it's been played through. That wasn't the greatest of balls.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Tonali can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Milan leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Substitution for Milan, number 11, Desiree Doué.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Number 14, Neymar.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
And here's Batistuta. Looking for options for movement. And that goes for a shot! He scores! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Tunisia grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Now it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Stood up well to him there. That's a sharp pass. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Nice sequence of passes, this. And here's Batistuta. Chiellini stands tall and stands strong. Tonali. And it's Neymar. Takes a shot! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Oh, that's a key interception. And he's had it nicked away.
Milan really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
It's a good-looking delivery. Mateus is there, and he can get that clear.
Milan really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And that's a dangerous ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Batistuta. He's Neymar! And that's a real chance missed.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Substitution for Milan, number 19.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 7, Donadoni.
Great defending, strong and determined.
Tonali.
He's on it, can he get away?
Number 4, Sunil Chetri. Number 9, Berbatov.
Can he get on the end of this?
Rafinha. Number 10.
Just 5 minutes remaining now.
Substitution in progress.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And he's had a hit! Linton
There will be 3
tries to
minutes
play it
added
through.
time.
Takes aim and he gets big! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Having turned... And there goes the final whistle. Milan illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The action has already started.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic once he comes inside. Anything is possible.
Cafu. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Hazard. Oh, that's fabulous. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And they've got a throw. And here's Neymar. Ruben Dias. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And here's Nate. Goes for the shot! And Iker Casillas somehow saves it. And it's Neymar. Still goalless at the moment. Busquets. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Shevchenko. Oh, it's come loose.
Milan really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Oh, that's a key interception. That could... And Shevchenko! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Paris Saint-Germain are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now. Neymar really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Tonali. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And the first half is done. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Substitutions taking place.
Here we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Roberto Baggio must have made the worst possible choice there. It was crying out to be released left.
Berbatov! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Azar. And it's Ferdinand. Ruben Dias is a man so notably robust, and that's rather hopeful. Milan still behind thanks to that solitary strike. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And the pass is intercepted. Cafu, can he get on the end of this? Iniesta receives it in a wide position. And the counter is on. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, what a mistake! And he's in on goal. And the shot! Goal! Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Neymar. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
That's a lovely pass. Busquets. Roberto Baggio. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Donadoni. Now there... And Berbatov! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Neymar goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. He's gone for goal! Iniesta. And that's put paid to a promising move. And here's Neymar.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And that is that. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Berbatov taking in the accolades, having been named man of the... Milan going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time? Goes for a shot! Off the post! Neymar! One of a type! He's brilliant! About as smooth as it gets! And what a start!
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
Gorgeous! Just gorgeous!
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
So, a breakthrough already. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Knocks it out wide. Goes for the shot! Milan do have a chance to counter here. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, that pass isn't the best. He's got away. Can he finish? He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. Milan presented with a golden opportunity here. Abbiati looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. Terrific save by Abbiati. Golden opportunity wasted.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Neymar. It's run loose here.
Milan are clearly playing a patient game here.
Neymar! Neymar! What about that one? Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Things starting to look very comfortable. It's Salah! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Tonali can so cleverly bypass the press. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Van Dijk. Now Tonali. Oh, easy pickings there. Can he get on the end of this? De Bruyne. And it's Salah. Now, can they get him away? And the through ball. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Xavi Alonso plays a sharp little ball here. Khan is there to clear. And they're back on the ball again. Neymar. Oh, that's nice. Good chance here. And the whistle goes for half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Milan certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, Don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Milan go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Now this could be a chance. Looking for the run. Good ball, good take. Oh, that's... Shapes to shoot! And that should get the job done. He's gone for goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Milan have their second corner now. Now, can they get it back? Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Threads one in, and he's picked it up out wide. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Tonali. Nice sequence of pass. Neymar! Another special Neymar moment! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And look at his joy. Is this not why we love the game? That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
Oh, give me this.
Tries a shot! That's really well cleared. Rijkaard. Neymar. And it's Neymar. Back into the middle. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Delivers the ball. He gets big. Just cruising. They are cruising. Players ecstatic. Fans delirious. This is utopian. Simplicity itself.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
It's Neymar! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. And here's Neymar. Neither of these shot a goal! Mikel Oyarzabal. Araujo. Time and again they are repelled. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, crossbar! Tries to get it clear. Donatoni, and this is... It's Neymar! Keeper always had the measure of that. Neymar. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. De Bruyne. And here's Oyarzabal. Well, that has not gone well. Neymar with 3 goals to his name and looking for more. Tries to pass it through. Gets into some space. In it comes. Up he goes! In he goes again! No, that's just wide. And that will be it. Milan can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Neymar, hat-trick scorer. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Expectations and he's given it away. He's through now. Cristiano Ronaldo! Goal! Manchester United! An extraordinary start. Breakthrough in next to no time.
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Doué aimed beyond the defence. It's a promising position. Oh, nice touch. Albert Ferrer gets rid without sophistication.
There's a
goes for the shot! No, he's missed it.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
And he's had it nicked away. Looking to play him in. And it's Tonali. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Milan are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Neymar, and he's worked it through. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Tonali. Now he's off and running. Just eases him off the ball. That's a cute ball. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Now, can they get him away? Neymar. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Can he get it through? De Bruyne. And the pass is intercepted. That has been slung wide. Doué. Oh, shooting chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Milan really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Neymar. Olise.
Milan certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Throw in. Van de Ven couldn't squeeze it through.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's being urged to shoot. And that's aimed into the middle. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
A quick reminder,
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Here we go again then.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. just looked a step too slow on everything.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He's in a good position here. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Milan really could have done without this. So this to extend their lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Van der Ven gets it away. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's
Shot a goal! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Tonali clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Neymar. Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Oh, what a ball! And he's shapes to shoot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, smashing header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
No way through. That's a nicely shaped ball. Can he finish? They've scored! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Milan get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Looking for options for movement. Albert Ferrer gets across to intercept that.
Milan really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And he's picked it up out wide. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Milan are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
The final 5 minutes. And he's managed to get free. Out to the left it goes. Serves up across. He rises! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that should get the job done.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Not the most accurate pass. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That's a decent clearance. And that is as far as it goes. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. Your final thoughts, Jim? Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting up. Gets his head on it! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now who's going to be first to this? Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard to look past Pedri, who is probably going to have a very busy game here. I think he's got everything that you need to play in a midfield role, and he's so cute and clever with any aspect of the game in that department, which is usually the busiest part of any field. He will always find a way of standing out because of his just beautiful, beautiful passing.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And a chance! Griezmann, very much a man of this moment. And here's Forlan. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Picked out brilliantly. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Oh, terrible mistake. And Berbatov! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And this is Neymar. Neymar! Neymar! What about that one? That is a gem! An absolute gem! First blood drawn. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Elects to cross. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Xabi Alonso picks it up from the goal kick. Nicely weighted ball. And he was alert to it. Griezmann.
Milan really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Suarez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Tonali defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Griezmann. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How would you review the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Milan can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Milan really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Rafinha. Oh, that's fabulous. Goes for a shot! This time, surely! He scores! 2 up now, and they are cruising. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Luis Suarez.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Griezmann. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Neymar receives it in a wide position. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And Berbatov! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Neymar goes short. And here's Neymar. And now they can spring out of defence. Xabi Alonso wins the duel this time, and it's Berbatov. Rafael Leao. Now it's Forlan. Now it's Griezmann. Now it's Forlan. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. This looks promising. Now that's a fine challenge. Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Costa Curta. Berbatov. No, that's been intercepted. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. O'Shea. Rafael Leao. Metz are looking to break at pace. And it's Berbatov. Now that looks a decent ball. O'Shea. Rafael Leao.
There will be one.
Rafael Leao! Brilliant from Leao! He's got himself an absolute peach. Deep into injury time. No space, no problem. And that's it. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Milan really approached this game with clear intent, Peter, and a training ground plot was turned into a very good success.